Um, when you're guarding, the one thing I would try to do is keep contact without overcommitting my body in any type of way that the guy on offense can use it
Yeah.
against me.
Yep.
And so when they catch, first playing the post before he catches it, most important thing. You always taught me that,
Yes.
hand around, make sure he's catching the ball further and further off the block. But then once he does catch the ball, having that, the use of that one arm is so important to me, because it allows you to get a feel for which way they're going,
Yes.
and then position your body when they get there, and if you at any point in time allow that gap to close where he's up against your body, it's too easy to spin off one
Yes.
way or the other. That's, being somebody on offense, that's what you want to feel,
Yes.
is their body, so you can go off of it. And so there were a few times where this guy was pretty good at using his body and stuff. And I feel like that's something that they could work on, is just making sure that you're keeping that contact, but also allowing yourself to beat them to those positions and wall up before, they get a feel for you and use that against you.
Yeah. I will say that one of the things that I was always so impressed by you is that when as a kid and growing up and really working with you on the post, you were able to take those concepts and put them and apply them out on the court. And one of the things that I always believed was that as a big, you want to try and do your work early, right? The
Mm-hmm.
phrase I used oftentimes: do the work early, because if the worst circumstance is that you're just buried on the block and that big has just got you just literally standing underneath the basket. So you can't allow that. So by doing your work early, I'd want to deter that wing from even throwing the ball in. That's number one. That's number one, right? It's like, I want to deter that from even happening. So like you talked about, I mean, I'm going around, I'm putting my arm out, I'm trying to do everything.
3/4
and stay and 3/4. I'm trying to stay as active as possible, because now think about what's going on that wing. The wing he's out there. He's got a defender in his face, and he's looking to trying to get an entry pass into the post. Well, if that gets deflected or that gets out of bounds or something, it's on him, right? So he's falling passer. So that's what I'm saying, is that guy doesn't want to come out, right? And so you do your work early, deter that from even happening, and good things will happen for you in the post.
And as a big guy, I remember this happened with Caleb from Purdue. The more you do that, the big guy knows when it's a play for him, or knows when it's supposed to come, and they want that ball. And so what they're going to do is keep, okay, I can get open here. Oh, hey, get it to me here. Oh, here, and the next thing you know, he's at the 3-point line trying to get an entry pass, because he, a guy like him was like, hey, this is my play. This is my turn to get the ball. And he's way easier to guard when he's a step inside the 3-point line than if he just cut across and caught in the middle. So, yeah, I agree 100% with that kind of stuff. Getting in position early. I used to, know if they ran a play a couple times, just put yourself in the position that he wants to go, and then he's going to have to figure something out. And that always, benefits you on defense. So, I know we got into that a little bit as big men. We see things, that way. So.
Well, can I throw one more thing out there, just in case he ends up watching? Just in case he ends up watching, okay? So from a rebounding standpoint, one of the things that I think is important is, on offense, the big knows what the play is going to be. So especially from practice, where a shot is most likely to happen. Of course, most plays have options, right? Oh, you go here, and if this doesn't open, turn around, look over here, and all that stuff. But from running plays over and over again, where things are most likely to happen. In addition, when that shot comes, where it's most likely to go off of the rim. So a couple of things. One is, I would start to get into position early. And that's one of the things, again, that I thought you always did a phenomenal job of, is that you're like, hey, I know Frank's going to get the ball over there.
If he's in the corner and he's wide open for a shot, I'm going to the other side of the hoop and position myself, because the shot's going up.
You know the shot's going up, and the likelihood is it's going to come over on the other side. So that is position yourself. The other thing, too, is imagine that you've got a guy who's maybe trying to front you, and you know that a shot's about to go up, well, why in the world would I be fighting for position to try and get back up when I know the shot's going to go up? So guess what I'm doing? I'm blocking his butt out before the shot even goes up. And yeah, you may get a 3-second call. I'll take a 3-second call in the lane. I'll take that in the lane if all of a sudden I get great position in the key. So for an offensive rebound. So anyway, just a rebound, a couple of rebounding tips that I think that could help him become a better rebounder long term. Getting a goose egg is never a good thing.
No, I mean, that's the last thing you want. I mean, even if it was just, I think he only played 10 minutes, but even in 10 minutes, should not happen.